All right, greetings everybody. Good evening. It's evening my time, but if it's morning, noon, or night in your part of the galaxy, well, have a good one of those too. Let's make it a great day, right? All right. Let's go DL, finish strong, says David Dutrow. Well, I certainly didn't have too good of a start. 2 losses in my GAC. I think on both accounts, right? So I'm knock knock. Who's there? Owen. Owen 2. That's me. I'm Owen. Owen 2. Yeah, the new raid is really unfortunate. My 400 million GP guild only got 67 million damage on it, says Adam. Yeah, I'm probably going to put out a video on this stuff because I did a bunch of work in a spreadsheet, and it's not pretty, but the compensation overall for the raid system is not as bad as I thought. It's actually completely fair. There's some things that I would still like them to adjust, but yeah, this idea that we've lost a ton of stuff is not necessarily true. The truth that most people will sim the Sith raid instead of doing the crate raid is a truth, and that's going to affect guilds all the way up to 500 million galactic power for the most part until people build dedicated crate raid teams, which, you know, our guild said we were going to do, but it doesn't surprise me at all that until people know what they're up against and they know what they're doing, there's a tendency to say, yeah, I got a team, I'm okay. I mean, you don't know till it gets here, right? So, yeah, our guild, we would have got the 26 million box anyway. We had the reset where some people got to play again a second time. Their rosters did get reset. So even with the added contribution from some people, we still didn't make it to 73, and not even close. It's not like, you know, we ended up at 71 or something like that. So, yeah, it was pretty surprising. This was really surprising to me. I don't even have what I consider to be a full crate raid team done. And just with garbage, I got 1.5 million and got the 6th highest contribution in the guild, which that was really a surprise to me, you know. And, you know, only 2 people that didn't at least throw a team in there. So with some practice, I think we could probably get to 73, but the motivation to get to 73 isn't there because you can't match the Sith raid contributions. And at lower tiers, you don't get the token 3. So, I mean, who cares if you don't? I mean, these boxes, completely unmotivating. You can get more than this in the Sith raid, and you don't get the token 3 until you get up here to the 130 million to the silver box. And that's when you start getting access to arrow magnifiers and other stuff like that. So yeah, I think most mid-game guilds are just gonna, you know, just sim the Sith raid. That's what I think. Apologies says hi. Boris says good luck, Owen. Zalata says good afternoon. Zalata, is that salad? Maybe that's ensalada. I don't know. Did you move guilds, DL? Yeah, Blackbird, I did. Yep. Whiskey Order says bad guild, and it says joking. Mine was about the same. Yeah, I moved guilds on the Loquitur account. So, my Opticio account was in this Immortals Alliance with you know, the foundlings. So I figured, why not go to the same alliance and get on in there, and I could have you know, one account in the lower guild, one account in the higher guild. So I just kind of did that and matched up guilds. So we got the Immortal Foundlings over here on Obtisio. We got Rogue Immortal. So we're in the same alliance now. Myself, and I. Me, myself, and I, that's 3 of us. Okay. Me, my Loquitur, and Obtisio. There you go. That kind of fits with the saying. Any idea on what the best way to use the new raid token is? So I think, honestly, it's going to go a little bit like this. You go into a character. So again, if you specifically know what gear you want to buy, you can go in there and buy it. But for the guild token 1, just the normal kinds of gear are what I would recommend buying. So you go into a character like this and you want to level him up, and you say, okay, what I need is stun guns. I need Carbantes. And then you go in here and you look, and you see that you can buy Carbantes for that currency, and then you'll hit up the Carbantes for that particular currency. When you need stun guns, I have found stun guns in there. I don't think they're in there every time, though. Yeah, so there's none showing this time around. But I did make a purchase of stun guns out of there, I'm pretty sure, on one of my accounts. So, yeah, so I think that's how you're going to use it. You're going to, that typical mid-level gear that you're trying to use to get to gear 12, that's what you're going to buy with it. You want Cheddar Comlinks. They had a deal in there. I don't know if it's every time, but these were showing up. 1120 for 70. I saw one pack in there that was 125 of them for 2,000. So I need those all the time. I'm like constantly out of them. So I just hit that pack up for, 125 of them for 2,000. So I think that's how I'm going to use it. I'm not going to go in the store and intentionally buy the gear. I'm going to probably just save the currency. And then when I'm doing my weekly upgrades and I know exactly what it is that I need for that week to push the character that I want, then I'll buy that gear. So with the token 1, that's what I would buy. With the token 2, it's the same kind of a thing. They have... that probably is easier to go to the shop to get for the token 2. Because under the token 2 stuff... it's just relic building materials, right? So they have these same pieces that we buy out of the shard shop. They have these pieces that you might need. And then they do have things like this HoloLens, the data pad, stuff like that you need for relics. And if you got enough of this stuff out of the shard shop, then the conversions here are pretty good. Right, it's $4.75 for 5 of these pieces that we get out of the shard shop. So what do we get? 4 for $3.60. Here we're getting 5 for $4.75. But then if you look at this piece up here, it's only $335 for 5 of the HoloLenses. So I think, you may... Oh, wait, this is... I'm looking at it wrong. Am I? Yeah, this is the stuff that we need for relicing characters. These might be... I'm getting myself confused now. I think this is normal gear. But anyway, you can buy 15 of these for $14.25. But I think these are going to be the pieces that you're going to want to buy. So these right side pieces that we've typically always had to farm in the forever, they have a pretty good conversion compared to elsewhere in the game. So I think that's where I'll end up spending my token too, is on stuff like this. These aren't bad. I mean, that's an okay conversion. Interesting that 5 of these cost more than 5 of these, right? Because if I divide this by 3, that's what? 475. Huh. It's 475 for 5 of those. Interesting. Yeah, so if the med packs come out of here, it might be worth buying the med packs. But otherwise, it looks like your best deal is right here. Like these bad boys. Cutting down on your fleet farms. Make things go faster. And then for the Mark III, the higher level scavenger materials look good. Zimbittles, impulse detectors, and arrow magnifiers are all fine. Jirta keypads, initial look, they're overpriced, but yeah. But these other ones are good. All right. Impulse detectors, arrow magnifiers, and Zimbittle cards. And that's how I would say most people should probably use their Token 3. And then here you see all the Token 1 gear. It's just a lot of the stuff that you need in the mid-range. Right? The hollow projector pieces are good. This is something you can run out of sometimes randomly. These shield generators, again, you just might randomly run out of this stuff. So all of this is fairly valued. And the exchange rate on these is good. It's really quite good. So just about any of this purple gear that you can buy out of here has a good exchange rate. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I bought stun guns out of here. I don't see them now, but maybe I look on a TCO. Maybe I'd find them. But that's my take on it so far. Dank Ideal says roster review. I'll typically do a roster review for a super chat. I'm always open to that if people really want it. What about shards for GK and the others? Oh, well, the shards for GK and the others is absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you look at this now, 700 for 10. The Heroic Sith Raid gives you 8,400, and it runs every 3 days. So if you purchase for 700, you can spend this 12 times per raid. You can build a character in 9 days. If that's how you spend all of your currency, you can build any one of these characters in 3 raids, 9 days. If you wanted to build all 3 of them, that would take you, 27 days. So if that's all you spent your currency on and your guild is simming the Heroic Sith, you can build all 3 of these characters in 1 month. I think they're very fairly priced, very good, easy grab for new players. Can grab Han Solo just super fast, as long as they get in a guild that can do Sith. All right. Aren't the Mark 8 Nubians raid exclusive gear, or am I mistaking it for another piece? Yeah, I can't remember all that stuff off the top of my head. Are the Mark 8 Nubians raid specific pieces? Is that what it is? I feel like the Mark 8 is just gear for relicking things. Isn't it? Yeah, the Mark 8 is just it's just things for just for relicking things. So it's not that's not the raid specific piece. But it is surprising to me that the purple pieces cost more than the gold pieces. That makes it, less attractive. So you buy these out of the shard shop because they're still like the best deal in the shard shop, and then you get these with your Mark II currency. But yeah, the bronzium wiring, Jerry the intern. Yeah, we were laughing about that. Intern Jerry again. Token 2 will make relicking a lot easier. It'll certainly make it faster. Yeah. Yep. I thought for sure we were going to get easier droid brains, says Whiskey Hoarder. Yeah, no droid brains at all, right? Keth Kanan says hi. Raider says I've had them at 7 stars, have been for a long time. I just don't like not getting guild tokens. I still have a few characters I wanted to buy. Well, Double Walla, that's it. I mean, you can just use those. You can just use that currency now for characters only. So what I did with that currency is buy a lot of Carbantes, right? So I was buying Carbantes and other stuff out of this shop. But now, you know, you can buy these things if you need them. These pieces of gear are good values. I mean, if you click on this and every character that you can see down here needs it, it's not bad to have a few of those in inventory. This Mark III detonator, the fact that you can buy these as completed pieces, this gear used to be such a pain in the butt until they put this in the shop. So just buy that stuff and characters, and then whenever you want to buy Carbantes or anything like that, then you buy them with your with the new currency, right? You just buy Carbantes with the new currency. So overall, it's okay. It's fine. You'll be fine. You'll still be able to build your characters because you don't need that currency for something else now. There's plenty of opportunities to buy what you would have bought up top down here. So that's okay. It may make it take a little longer to build characters out of that shop, but it's not too bad. Got any tips to get ult for C during the battles? Where do you get GG, Gamorrean Guard? Well, Gamorrean Guard's only out of the shop here. I mean, you have to buy it out of here, right? So as far as I know, that's the only place to get it. Unless that's changed. So yeah, you still have to buy them. But what I'm saying is you don't have to buy any of this other stuff. So if you don't spend this currency on anything but characters, it should be fine. Not bad. Got any tips to get C alt? Yeah, link the right characters. You got to link up characters that take a lot of turns. So whoever's fast, you know, put this on them, and you get alt meter from that. And yeah, it takes a while. You got to be prepared to wait. And against certain teams, it can be super annoying waiting for your meter. Against teams that do a lot of assists, you know, sometimes if you link the right character in the assist teams, that'll help. But yeah, if you're not in the leadership spot too, that hurts a lot. I know in some of the feats for Conquest, I run C not in the leader slot, and yeah, it takes like twice as long to get the ult up. Raider says you have 2 GLs at 6.2 million. Man, don't read Galactic Power as anything. If I was still managing by the old system, I could have 4 Galactic Legends by 6 million, no problem. So yeah, I should have more. I should have more by now, but only got 2. Only got what? Hey, huh? Wait, what? Okay. Oh, bye. I don't know what I clicked, but apparently I clicked something that closed my thing, or minimized it or something. Where did it go? We'll get it back up and running again. Although oddly, it's still holding on to the old. Okay, this is really weird. My instance of BlueStacks is gone, but apparently it's still running somewhere. Okay, I'm really confused now. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened just then. I may have to close BlueStacks entirely. This is really weird. Okay, I thought I hit cancel when it closed. So the instance of BlueStacks is gone, but I can still see the instance of the Darth Loquitur account running, even though it's closed. It's freaking me out. I don't know where it's running because I can't get to it on my computer. Go into your task manager and kill the BlueStacks instance. Yeah, I may have to do that. I may have to do that. If I can get it relaunched, it'll be fine. I'll get it relaunched and relinked. It should be okay. No, there's only 2 instances of BlueStacks running. Don't know. They're really weird. And now it's not picking up the new instance of... Okay, let's just do this. Change it entirely. And then we should be back to... Should be back to good now, I guess. I don't know. Weird. I don't know what's happening with this. I've got another instance of Loquitur running somewhere. Somewhere in the background. Super secret. Alright, sorry for that, guys. Do you think a 350 million GP can get the max crate on the new Sith raid? Well, I was told that the new Sith raid is just the Sith raid. That it's no different. The heroic version of the Sith raid is the same heroic Sith raid that we've been beaten with soloing with Kylo Ren. If somebody knows differently, let me know, but my understanding is the Sith raid is not a problem. Everybody who signs up for it is going to max the crate. What I need to know, seriously, if there's anybody in here who's either a guild leader or knows a guild leader, I need to know this. When I go into raids and I look, the Sith raid runs for 2 days, but it has a 24-hour startup period, right? What I need to know, if I instead launch the crate raid takes 3 days, but does it start instantly? Is it the case that I click on this and I don't have to wait the 24 hours and it just starts instantly? Because if that's the case, then these both are 3-day raid cycles, right? Both raids take 3 days. The heroic takes a day of startup and then 2 days to complete, and the crate dragon takes 3 days. If the crate dragon also has the 24-hour warm-up period, then it actually takes 4 days to do the crate raid. And it's strictly less cycles that you can do. I feel like the crate raid must start instantly, right? Like you click on it and it starts these 3 days right away. But I need somebody who can start these things to let me know if that's the case. I don't want to make bad assumptions when I'm comparing numbers. So if anybody knows that, I would appreciate precise feedback. Adam says, I'm fairly certain the crate raid starts instantly. Josh says crate should start instantly. When we did crate, it was the same day it launched. Okay. Emma Hood says, we got max on Sith raid easily as a 210 million guild. My guild launched the Sith raid immediately after we received this crate rewards, and it had a 24-hour wait. Okay, so the crate raid has no startup. All right, So they're both 3-day raid cycles. Okay. That's something I needed to know. All right, well, let's get in here and do some Grand Arena. Do you guys like my title, by the way? I was completely out of ideas for a clever title, so I just made up some stupid thing. Oh, man. Crate Raid has no startup. Sith Raid has no 24-hour wait for us anymore. We hit the Sith right after Crate. Wait. Well, then why are we on a 24-hour wait? Why are we on a 24-hour wait then? Because we had to wait on both raids. That one's launched. But on the Loquitur account, we're on a 24-hour wait. Starts in 54 minutes. So when you say you started just to be clear, when you say you started the Sith raid, you started it and had a 24-hour wait. Blackbird said for us, you can turn off the join period? Check the raid setting. Josh Mills says we launched it with no wait. No wait, we just did it, said Graham Case. I'm pretty sure the officers can delay the start of the raid similar to the old raid. Your officer has it set up for a 24-hour. We turned it off before the blackout period so we could get in another raid. Join period can be eliminated. Shouldn't be a join period. Holy cow. Well, that's huge. Then everyone, other than Darth Loquitur, has made a huge mistake in their calculations. Because everybody's saying that the 130 box is where you break even compared to the Sith raid. But that can't be true. If both of these raids start up instantly, and 130 is where I match these rewards, but I can do 3.5 Sith raids per week versus 2 1/3 crate raids, then the compensation is not even close. Because I can do this every 2 days. I can crank out 3.5 Sith raids a week. That's not true. Okay, that's not true. The launch cost is 90 tickets, 90K. Okay, so that's not true. I can only launch it every 3 days because I can only get 30 tickets, 30K tickets a day. Okay. Oh, yeah, Johnny says it takes 3 days to get the tickets. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But it's equal. So it's all based on tickets. Yeah, so it's based on tickets. You can only get enough tickets to run it once every 3 days. Okay. All right, that makes sense. That makes a kind of sense. Okay. Yeah, and that would make them precisely equal. Assuming launch windows and all that stuff. I got it. The type of reward, the third coin is better. The third coin is better, but guys, in order to get the 130 contribution, if you divide that out and you say, okay, how much does each person have to contribute? You'd have to have a reliable contribution of about 3.5 million from the top 25 members of your guild. So between 3 and 4 million for most of your guild to guarantee that a full Relic 8 maxed out Jabba team can get you 2.7. So to put that in perspective, to get roughly the same payout that you get on the Sith raids for the crate raid, everybody would have to contribute at this level. And the only way you can get to that level, I mean, a maxed out Jabba team at Relic 8 can only contribute 2.7. Okay? So if everybody has to contribute 3.5 million, you're looking at everybody contributing 2.7 with a Jabba team, and another million down here somewhere with another team, or two teams that can contribute 1.8, and a team down here at $1 million. In order to get to that level, you guys got to realize that is at least 10 relics at Relic 7 or 8 for the whole guild to get to that 130 participation. So unless you're at the top of the game, Token 3 is off the menu, boys. Token 3 is not on the menu. I don't even know if the 130 million crate is better than the Sith rewards. It's not. The compensation is... Let's say you could calculate the compensation to be equal, but it's exactly what people are saying. The amount of Token 3 that you get isn't fantastic, right? Now, in order to get that compensation, remember, you have to get the 130 million box from the guild, and then you have to put in your 3.5 million contribution. You have to get at least, no, never mind. You have to get at least the 4.5 million. So in order to get the same compensation in total as the Sith raid, you have to contribute 4.5 personally yourself, and your guild has to get 130. Pretty sure that's the way it works out. So yeah, like I think most mid-game guilds are just going to flip their hand up in the air and go, why do the crate raid, right? Like when everybody has a Jabba team, then we'll start working on the crate raid. In terms of the total compensation, we're much better off than you think. The Sith raid, run once every 3 days, provides compensation on par with everything we used to get. The total value is very close to the sum of everything that we used to get out of all the raid systems. But you don't get credits. You don't get the little trinket currencies. And you don't get Token 3. So you don't get the arrow magnifiers and such. So it's... overall compensation is okay, but it's certainly going to feel different for account building for a while until we can kind of sort through. And I am going to hate spending crystals for credits, guys. If they don't change something about the credit system, though, I'm either going to have to sell every gray mod I ever get, or I'm going to have to start buying credits for crystals. Not a good situation. My guild is about 210 million. That's basically where we're at. We'll hit the crate raid when we get more Jabbas. I very much disagree on the Sith raid giving the same amount as other raids. The price of Cairo alone says otherwise. Well, why do you say that the price of Cairo says otherwise? I'm interested. I didn't say you got the same compensation. I said that the compensation you got is the equivalent. The amount of stuff that you can buy is the equivalent in crystals to what we used to get. It's not the same stuff. But remember, you'll be trading off Kairos, which you won't get, for Gear 13 pieces, which you didn't buy before. Or at least I didn't. I had to farm them all. So, freeing up that fleet energy, does that do something for me? Can I use it in a meaningful way? I don't have the answer to all those questions yet. I don't know. It's too early. I haven't figured all that stuff out. But you can buy stuff that's worth the equivalent of what we got before. Credits, guild tokens, and get currency took a big hit. That will hurt. You can buy currency. You can buy credits with token 1. Okay. Let's go look at the conversion on that, because you can buy credits with token 1. If that's the case, then the credit thing is kind of a moot point. I don't remember seeing credits in here for token 1, though. Is it a weekly shipment, or is it somewhere else? I suppose what we could do is just go up here find somewhere where we can see our credits. Okay. It doesn't let us go look for them. Weekly shipments. Okay. Guild activity. You're saying we can buy credits for guild token 1. There's Zetas for token 3. Here's all the token 2 stuff. Token 3 stuff. Okay, so here, 500 credits, 500,000 for 313. And these have a value of about 0.6. So that's actually a good deal. Right? 2 million credits cost 1,100, so 2 million of these would cost 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 0.6 is a good deal. Yeah, buying credits out of here is a good deal, guys. That's a lot better than buying them for crystals. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. And you get 8,400 of them, so if you spend all 8,400 on credits, you'd be rolling in credits. And this refreshes with the shop refresh. Yeah. Tons of credits you can buy. Okay. So we're not even short on credits. Wow, so we can buy credits. We can save this kind of currency for buying characters. And the total amount of stuff we can buy is better than it used to be. We don't get Kairos. We don't get the get one and all that stuff. But we get more of the ability to purchase Carbantes and Mark 10 gear and all of that. So it's just a trade-off. It's a handoff. It's one type of stuff for another type of stuff, and you can buy credits. Holy cow. Just buy credits. Never mind, I'll just be buying a lot of credits out of there. Yep. It would be helpful if you could see what you could buy with each coin. Yeah, exactly. If you could just like click on the coin and see what you could buy with it. The shop is too big. Yeah, right? It'd be helpful if you could sort it out by currency type. Past the relics. So Cairo has gone down. Yes, the Cairo income in the game will have gone down. It will go down. So that's going to put a dent in my ability to do hard farms, right? One of the nice things I want to do Grand Arena, but I keep getting started talking about this stuff. One of the things that I liked so much about the new gear system and kind of the way that it settled in for how I was doing stuff, I didn't need all tons of energy for Kairos. I was getting a decent amount of Kairos out of the shop. I could farm Kairos, and I could get tons of other gear. I wasn't having to farm Mark IV comlinks and all that other stuff with regular energy. So I went from being able to do like 2 to 4 hard farms with everything else being used on Kairos and other stuff, to being able to farm like 4, 5, 6, even sometimes 7 characters and ships on hard farm and be working on a bunch of stuff. But yeah, with the loss in Kairos specifically, that'll probably push back the amount of hard farms that I can do, and I'll need to start farming more Cairo directly. Yep, that will probably be one of the results. Mook says, good luck if you need a guild token tune now. Yeah, why is everybody thinking that's so bad? It's if you need like if you need Stark and Stark is all you need, then just don't spend your guild tokens on anything but Stark. And it won't be that bad. It'll take a little longer than it used to, but in the meantime, you'll be able to gear up a lot more characters. It's a trade-off. Again, it's a trade-off. And maybe in the early game, maybe Stark now, you just say, okay, I'm not going to buy Stark. I'm going to build a Stormtrooper out of the shop instead. You know, Stark is an okay character. He's not the end of the world. Range Trooper in most comps is probably better than Stark. He's nice because you could get him from the shop. If you can't get him from the shop anymore, just build a Stormtrooper. He's virtually free, right? Just buy him out of the shop, no problem. So there's still ways to get 7-star troopers to get your early assault battles going and all that stuff. I think it's a lot better than you guys think. It's a lot better than you think. And especially since you can buy credits. Holy cow. I don't know how I missed that. That's insane. That's so good. That's so good. Be buying all kinds of credits now. I'll be able to work on every mob that I want to. People are bashing the new system for early game a bit too much. You can get a ton of gear super fast while running Heroic Sith twice a week. Yep. Deacon says, I like it, but the UI is horrible. Probably because you can't get credits on every refresh. You can't get credits on every refresh. What? Now I got to go do testing. You guys are killing me. Actually, you're making my night. This is awesome. You guys are fantastic. I love you. It would have taken me a while to find those credits because I wasn't looking for them and I didn't see it. So you're saying that if I buy credits right now, did I pass them? I did, didn't I? I must have. These credits are like invisible to me. Oh, I see what you're saying. So the credits don't show up in every refresh means the credits are random. You may or may not get credits showing up. Oh. I see, said the blind man to his deaf wife as he picked up his hammer and saw. Okay, so if it's the block right after here, let's buy those. And then just for fun, we're going to refresh the shop. And we're going to see what happens. And we get credits again. And we get tons of credits, and we can buy those. So it appears in this slot. Okay. So if we go over to Loquitur, and we look at that slot's right here. It's the enhancement droids. So if we refresh that, we get credits. You lack the necessary currency. You've spent it all already, you fool. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So it's random. It doesn't show up every single time. Nice. Good to know. Okay. You will never be able to buy 27 million credits a week. You'll see credits on an average 1.3 times a day. It's 27 million a week running heroic Sith raids and only spending Mark 1 on credits. Yeah, it won't come out of the shop that much. You probably be able to, I mean, if you get the million purchases a couple times, and I don't know what the drop rate is, but maybe you see 4 shops. Maybe you only see 3 shops a day and it's in there 1 out of 3 million, blah, blah. So you could probably buy like 5-6 million out of there every week. Which, if we look at the amount of credits that we were getting out of the old system for the whole week anyway, what was... okay. About 4 million credits. 4 to 4.5, depending on the raid launches and everything else. So if you could get 4.5 million credits before and you can buy 5 million credits now, it's break even. You just got to spend your currency on it. But you have to look for it every single time in the shop. That's annoying. That's annoying that you have to cycle through the entire shop to find it. Okay. Nick says, yeah, you'll obviously have to buy other things too. I was just saying you can get a ton of credits. Ship currency, the ship currency only came out of the AAT raid, right? So you get about 500,000 a week out of the AAT raid. Maybe not even that. Because per raid, what was it, like 182,000 ship currency or something like that per AAT raid. So let's say you get 400,000 a week. Yeah, I don't know that 400,000 a week is going to break your cycle. Because I'm not hurting for ship credits. I don't know about you guys, but I'm okay on ship credits. I actually spend ship credits on mods. When you're in the early game, you're out of credits all the time. But it just means that like there's one ship that you could build that you can't build. I don't know. I don't think the shipbuilding credits is a reason to complain. And again, it's getting compensated back in other gear. So you don't get the ship credits, but you do get more Carbantes. Which would you rather have, ship credits or Carbantes? If you could buy Carbantes for ship credits, would you? Well, sometimes you would. That's basically what you're doing, right? You're trading your ship credits for Carbantes. I like that analogy. Would you buy ship credit? Would you buy Carbantes for ship credits if they offered them for sale? I probably would. I probably value the Carbantes more than I do the ship credits. Brogan says, I'm hurting right now, but it's on a new or hyperdrive bundle account. You'd always be hurting. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're in your first 6 months of play, you will always have 0 credits and you will always have 0 shipbuilding materials because the bucket is empty, right? The whole game lies before you and everything needs investment for you to level it up. But if you just didn't level up one of those characters and didn't level up one of those ships, you'd have a whole bunch in the bank. So what people don't realize is that leveling up characters and leveling up ships takes a ton of credits. But if you just skip 1 or 2 characters and 1 or 2 ships, just you don't need everything, right? You don't need everything. And for a lot of ships and characters, if you put them at level 80 and build up their skills, most of the credit cost is between 80 and 85. So there's a lot of characters that I'll put at 80 if I don't want to spend the money and then finish them off later. All right. Let's take a look at my opponent here on GAC. 8.8 million galactic power, 3.6 in ships, 5.1 in characters, 23,000 galactic war battles won, so 6 years, 6-year-old account. We have the Executor. Malevolence Negotiator. Profundities at 4 stars. Okay. So he does have a profundity in the house. We don't really have a ship advantage. He's probably got the ship advantage on us, actually. 5 Galactic Legends. Luke Kenobi Rey. Sith Eternal. SLKR. Skywalker in the house. Revens. Malik. Jedi Knight Luke, of course. Got them all built. Where's the Malgus? Here's Starkiller. No Malgus? Question mark? Sith Triumvirate Relic. I think I saw a Night Sister in here. Let me see. Yeah, 1 Night Sister. Just the Asajj. Interesting. Let's look at his speed. Curious. Cat. Fastest non-GL at 352. Ooh. That's fast. Let's go row down to Hermit Yoda. Still fast. 238. 328. Still fast. Still fast. Piet down here on row 5. 291. Okay, so my opponent has some pretty good mods. We're going to have to pay attention. All right. Let's see what he left us. What kind of battles are we looking at here, y'all? SLKR. We get Grievous. Leftover First Order team. Kyle Katarn here is annoying. This Rebel team is kind of just a speed bump. Barely an inconvenience. For anybody who has never watched Screen Rants, it's worth watching. Screen Rants are very entertaining. Jedi Master Luke with Revan. Interesting. Jedi Master Luke with Revan. No Datacron. Bounty Hunter teams. Shock T. I don't know. This all seems doable, y'all. We could do Sith Eternal down here. We could do Kenobi up top for SLKR. As long as he didn't put any big surprises for us on the back wall, we should be able to make it. We'll put C in here. We'll put Watt because if we don't, we're going to be ability blocked for the entire game. We'll use the tank in here to buy time. Again, I don't know if I need him, but man, I hate matches that are too close for comfort. Looking for a little health to put on him. Here we've got some health and some armor, some things and some stuff and some junk. Relic 9. Oof. So I assume that I link both Lukes. Is there any reason why I wouldn't link both Lukes? Yeah, Heretic's quoting another line from Screen Rants. Wow, 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 wow. His cat is faster than mine, and mine is always the fastest, says Boris Balkan. Yep. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to link the Lukes. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck takes licks in Lake Duck likes. Luke's duck takes licks in Lake Luke likes. Little tongue twister. I don't even know if I remembered it correctly, but it's hard to say. All right, let's get in here and see what we can get done. Link. Oh, I'm going to put this on him first. There's that ability block I was talking about. Okay, there we go. Link up everyone named Luke. And try to survive. Should be okay. The tank is doing nothing. I thought when we had everybody deceived that they had to attack the tank, don't they? Apparently I'm not deceiving anyone. We don't have the silly Bastila protection. Okay, this should be it. We should be... Oh. Luke's keeping me down. No more. I'll have none of it. We got Savior out of the way too, if that matters. Okay. Link up again. Don't they all ignore taunt? Yeah, they ignore taunt, but I thought that once they were deceived, and deceive says you can't attack Sith Eternal. So I thought, maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought once that they all got deceived, that the tank would have to take a hit. He took a hit anyway, right? So he got iced in like one shot. But okay, 61 banners. What would you recommend versus C, Savage, and Marauder? I would recommend Sith Eternal with no other things. So if they put C on defense, just remember, he has a really hard time getting to his ult if he doesn't have two characters to link. If there's only one opponent coming in against him, he really has a hard time. So if you can bring in your own C against him, that'll work. If you have a high relic Wampa, relic 7 or 8, Savage will still be a pain in your butt, but you should still be able to out-ramp Savage before C kills you. It might be a timeout. If he's got a good Savage with good mods, you might time out. But those are things which kill C pretty effectively. You can also do it in 2 shots. You know, bring in something like a bounty hunter team that can insta-kill the Savage. Get the ads out of the way, then bring in your Wampa or bring in Imperial Troopers or any really high damage team. CLS, I think, can probably clean up a C. Jedi Knight Luke if you have him. So you can do it in 2 parts too if you're not comfortable one-shotting it. And if it's just C versus Wampa, then again, if you have a high relic Wampa, you can beat Sith Eternal pretty handily. Just either do enough damage to kill him or don't bring characters for him to link. My thoughts. Okay, we have these 2 troopers who are not Rex. All right, this is Arc and Echo. I want to get through this front wall cheap if I can. So if I put in 5-0 first and use my little gas, I probably will get sacrificed. Fives will probably sacrifice himself, but we can get it. There's a lot of things that I can do to beat this. I don't want to waste resources. This should be good enough. Let's see if we can get by with good enough. Good enough is good enough. Grimsy says missing the credits from the simmed raid will hurt. Well, as somebody just pointed out, you can buy credits. You can use the raid currency that you get to buy credits, so you won't miss the credits. You'll just go buy them. Go buy them. Okay, have a seat. We'll work on this clone. Hey, get off my... Oh, no, never mind. It's fine. That's 5s. 5s is on that side. You can kill 5s. Man, I'm speaking wrong. That's Rex. It's okay if you kill Rex. I'll get it right here in a minute. If they kill Rex, 5 sacrifices himself, so we're fine with that, right? Like, we don't care if they kill Rex. To put it another way, we're good with what happened. What happened was fine for us. Now we just got to get out of here before they kill our Rex. Got to get back around to gas. Stand up. Stand up, buddy. You're not done here yet. Poof. I put all the Zetas on him, guys. My gas now has all the Zetas, all 4 of them. In my weekly update this week, you'll get to see +4 Zeta onto gas. No relics yet, but we juiced him up. What to do here? Is there anything so far that requires troopers? Because I've got good teams. I've got troopers. I've got Mara Jade. Plenty of stuff. Wampa, Sith. We'll use Sith here. Wampa here, JMK. That's really all we're reserving. Wampa, JMK, and Sith. We can figure out those other 2 teams, I feel like. So we can use troopers. We can save troopers. Probably save them. We could do an Empire team here as long as we're faster. So let's check and make sure that we're going to be faster before we get too crazy here. 225. That's not fast. Where are you at? Grief. Good grief. 261. That's not fast. And you also are not fast, right? 251. Extra speed with a basic, whatever. Who cares? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And go. Got lots of killing to do here. And then for the Bosk team, what do we do there? Let's pass this over to Mara Jade. Try to get the initial stuns in. Let's kick him. Get that turn meter going. All right. Get the zappies out. Oop. Don't put me on fire, bro. Okay. Uh-oh. These guys are acting like they're going to get turns. That's not good for us. Let's do this to heal up. Let's do this to give him less turns. Let's do this to get him out of here before he... No! He got Hunter's Mark back. Oh, man. That's not good for us. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Okay, we got to get him out of here before he gets Hunter's Mark back. If we want to have any chance at all of doing this. And then we still got Mando with his instant kill. If they get the ult, if they get contract. Okay, just keep doing that. Let's kick the Mandalorian. Okay, see if we can get some stuns. Too much daze going on over here. Let's just keep doing the health steal up. Let's kick Grief this time. Get him out of here. Come on. Salvage it, guys. Salvage it. Stuns. Kills. Okay, okay, okay. Contract is up. Oh my goodness. There goes the contract. Woo! Talk about just in time. Just in time killing service. Alright. Oh, nope. Denied. Bounty Hunter's resolve is up on him. Trying to get back some banners here. Okay, grief. Get kicked. This should be close to what we need. Stun? Kick? Alright. Salvaged. Oof. You were right. They killed 5B. Where do you put SK? If you have SK, Starkiller, So if you put him on defense, only do that if you have other Galactic Legends on defense. Otherwise, take him on offense to kill other people's Galactic Legends. I would say up to, Kyber. Below Kyber, use him on offense. I suppose if he's like one of your first big teams that you have, you could put him on defense. I don't know. I value clearing the opponent's defense more these days than trying to build your own good defense. Because most of us are playing up against accounts that are much higher. So if you try to build a really good defense, you won't have enough offense to get through them, and they will have enough offense to probably still get through you. So unless you're somewhere higher in Kyber, I feel like he's offense. If you're asking me specifically where I put him, I don't have him, so I don't put him anywhere. I'm playing a couple mid-game accounts. They're, this account's 2.5 years old, so I don't have everything. I'm missing a lot of stuff. Okay, like always, CLS beats this, Dash Rendar beats this, Jedi Knight Luke beats it, Radis beats it. It all wins. I just don't want to spend those teams. That's the problem. Not a problem to win, I just don't want to spend the teams. Alright, let's do Han, Chewie, and Dash here. You should have plenty damage to get good banners. Smuggler allies regain protection. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Man, I took a detour to get Starkiller, and I've been super happy with him on defense next to my Malgus team. Lets me use my both my GLs on offense. Are you fighting up against other teams that have a lot of Galactic Legends? Because I feel like if you fought somebody that had 3 or 4 of their own Galactic Legends, like they're just going to clean Starkiller up, right? Or maybe, I mean, if you're playing against people with not that much skill rating, maybe they drop matches against Starkiller. I dropped a match against Starkiller early on. I underestimated his ability to beat SLKR with the AI. So I was like, the AI doesn't know what it's doing. I'll just take SLKR and beat him. And the team just went nuts, and my SLKR just like folded like a house of cards. It's pretty bad. So yeah, I mean, probably catch people like that. Dumbos like me who didn't check the meta. Alright, I think I'm going to divide up my Jedi Knight Luke team. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Jedi team here, and then I'll save Luke, and we'll use him on the back wall in a different team. So we'll just put some stuff in here, and then I'll use Jedi Knight Luke with Hermit and Bastila, if I have a team like that. This is such overkill. Man, I do not want to take a good team in against here, but like all the stuff I've got is good. Alright, let's throw one more cheap team. Let's look at Rebels. Maybe I can do just like this garbage. Right? We'll take this team in. Throw a Datacron at them. And go. Yeah, I punch up against 3 to 5 GLs regularly, but what I find with SK is that they see my 2 GLs and they don't leave enough offense to clear both. Nice. I mean, if that's working out for you, man, that's great. It's a good team. And if you're taking 2 GLs on offense and that's clearing for you, then there's no reason to have him on offense. Sounds like a plan. Not really threatened by Tarkin or Krennic so much. I feel like the TIE pilot's the only threat. A couple officers standing around with one of the TIE pilots be like, "Man, I'm giving you orders," and Tarkin or Director Krennic's like, "I'm giving you orders too," and the TIE pilot's like, "Man, I don't know which one of you guys to listen to." That's what happened. I killed him while they were talking, trying to figure out which guy was actually the leader. And they all went down. No clear directives for the TIE pilot. All right, back wall. We got Iden, so we're probably going to want a Wampa. Miwani Wampa. Back there, we got Hux. We've got Old Republic. Man, I need to build me that Kylo. I need to build old school Kylo so bad because he just raffle stomps these teams by himself. It's a high banner win. Okay, so let's just use Wampa back here. We can do something else against the Grievous. But what? What do we do against Grievous? What do we do against this team? What else beats Iden soundly? I mean, troopers beat Iden, right? Like, I can just trooper this and win. When should I use Nihilist Lead over Traya? If the opponent has an area effect that you think reliably will do damage to Nihilus and trigger his cooldown and give him an instant kill, but not a team that has enough focused fire to just instantly kill your Nihilus around any tanks that you might have. So Nihilus Lead is a good gimmick against like a gas team or something like that, because gas will attack your tank in theory, and it'll do the area effect, and then you can just jump in and yeet the gas in one hit. Although, I think Traya Lead is probably better for gas too. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody else can answer that. Somebody with maybe more clarity on exactly what. I don't think I need my troopers somewhere else. So I could trooper the Iden and then just use Wampa up top. Or I could trooper something. What? I'll just use Revan. Let's kill Grievous with Revan. Leave Wampa for the back wall. Man, I want to take a poke at SLKR so bad, but I don't have my. I got my Jedi Luke team finished now, but it wasn't finished for this round of Grand Arena. Next round, I'll be able to experiment with my with my Luke team. All right, what do we want here? Yoda or just do Hermit? That's probably fine. Throw a Datacron at him because we can. Starts their turn. Each enemy with fewer, they gain potency. Sure, why not? Let's gain potency. And kill B2 like instantly. Can we mark down Grievous and have that work? Marked on enemy targets that can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. So we have that on him until we... Yeah, I think we can just kill... With this team, we should be able to just kill Grievous straight up, right? Just yeet him right out of there. What about Radis times Iden? Yeah, what about Radis for Iden? Could probably do that too. Okay. Stun everybody. Pass the turn. Call Luke. Come on, guys. Gotta get... Oh, come on. Unreasonable. That was a ton of healing. Alright, fine. It is your time to go. Everybody's time to go. B1's time to go. Yeah, we could use Radis against Iden, I guess. Okay. Foresights? Because, you know, why not? Trying to get some banners here, guys. Foresight means banners. Why no Wampa on Grievous? I was saving Wampa for Iden. Saving the Wampa for the Iden. Cat. Kenobi. Yeah, I think Kenobi. Or do we want Ahsoka? Probably want Kenobi to soak the big hits, right? He's gonna soak the stabs. So we'll put him in. Get in there and get stabbed. Alright. Let's go. Hey DL, is the prepared squad worth building for Dash, or should I use him with BAM and leftover scoundrels? Don't build the whole, quote, prepared team. Build Vandor Chewbacca to gear 12, put him with L3, and you've got a prepared team. And you've got a team that's good enough to beat a lot of stuff. They'll kill L3 over and over again, who cares? They don't care. She comes back as many times as they kill her. She just keeps coming right back and gets the deal done. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to take... When you take Vandor to relic level, it takes the team to a whole new plateau. So eventually, someday, you know, getting Vandor to relic is convenient, but you don't need it. You can just have a gear 12 Vandor. But no, I wouldn't make a whole prepared squad. I wouldn't like go out of my way looking for characters that do prepared stuff. What you want to do with Dash, if you're in the early game and don't have a lot of stuff built yet, you really need to take a look at the Smuggler's Run. There's really good loot out of that event. You need 5 smugglers at 6 stars. If you've got a Relic Dash, he'll kill everything. So you don't need any more damage in the team. You just need other smugglers to unlock the event. So my recommendation, build Kira, build... you can build Nest if you want Nest someday. And then the Vandor and the L3. That gets you the smuggler team, but there's no reason to put a bunch of gear on them. Save the gear. And later on, you can finish them. Let's just take these 3 Sith in. We don't have a CLS that we have to fight. We don't really need Savage for something else. And Savage should guarantee me good banners here. So we'll take all the stuff. It's kind of overkill, but Kyle can be annoying, and Cara Dune can just be game breaking. So as long as we got the Nihilus here, we can finish off Cara Dune once and for all at some point when we need to. And Trust that Savage will hold off Kyle. Okay. 6 more turns to get something done over here. We're going to switch over to Kyle. Start trying to limit him now that we've got the isolate on Cara Dune. Which is nice because I don't have to watch her take her 22-second animations. So that I like. Okay, Kyle. See you later, man. Okay. Should be good banners. Doink. Oh, Kyle's back. Man, come on, Kyle. Just go away. Don't go away mad. Just go away. Alright, 57. I'm already doing Smuggler's Run. I have Relic Nest that takes it down. Oh man, I love you. Nest is so good. Nest is so good. Alright. What do we need to take out this nonsense? Just damage, right? Just go in with the damage. I haven't found a use for troopers yet. Where am I going to use troopers? Maybe I'll use troopers on that first order team just because if I don't need them somewhere else. No. We'll kill Iden with Wampa. See if we've got a thing with tenacity on it. Nope. Alright, we'll just send in the Wampa. He ain't no Relic 8 Wampa, but, you know, 7's good enough. R9 Bodhi Rook Solo. Is Bodhi now the worst character in the game? Is he that... Is he just the lowest priority character we have now? I think maybe Ugnaught, just the generic Ugnaught might still be worse. Lobot. Yeah. I don't know. I think there might be still characters worse than Bodhi Rook, because at least, like, Bodhi Rook can work in a Akbar Omicron team or something, right? Like, there's actually one team in the game where he can function. I'm gearing him for Saw. Does Saw look that interesting to you guys? Are you guys big Saw fans? I was intrigued by the event, by the infinite grenade loop with Cassian. They'll have to fix that somehow because that seems busted. Stack up exposes on everybody till time runs out and then just kill them all in one hit. I don't think anything from the event was triggering that. Like 2 leaderships or something? I don't remember. I'll have to take a look. Okay, so Geos. What are we going to take against Geos? We got a Vader. We can Vader things. We can also Iden Trooper these, I guess. Do we have... We have Iden on offense, right? No, we could like Iden this. That should get pretty good banners. There's no Relic Spy to deal with. They should attack Iden as a priority. So we can try to get a high banner win out of this. Vader could probably do it, but don't know. Save Vader for those Old Republic down south. All right, let's do some area effects. Get these Geos out of here. Oh, Snowtrooper. Stuck on a basic. So sad. Alright, get the brute out of here. Not quite. It's okay though. Alright, do some lawn mowing again. Another geo down. Down to the last one. Okay. Do basic. Basic. And mass assist. Yeah, we'll lose a banner on Iden, but 56. It's okay. We will take it. Okay. Hux. What the Hux? Let's take Radisson here. Don't really need turn meter gimmicks with Radis. Soak a bunch of hits. Kill him off at the end. That's the way this should work. Hellsteel, accuracy, crit chance, protection. Crit avoidance. Sure, why not? Let's go. That's the wrong character. That's a Bastila, not a Jyn Erso. Okay, I would have been sad. That would have made me sad. All right, there we go. Ugnaughts needed several times in early ROTE. Bodhi only once below Relic 7, but he looks... Saw is terrible, but he looks fun. I think Pow and Bodhi with Saw will be broken, says Dank Ideals. Ah! That's interesting. Like a lot of the new characters, just I'm really not going for them until they're farmable. Okay. Hux has no advantage. So, oh, now he has advantage back. I was gonna say we're getting turn meter because he doesn't have advantage, but as soon as I said it, he got it back. Okay. Come on, boys. Finish it up, boys and girls. He stole the banner from us. Nothing we can do about it. 56. We're not going to get to the ult in time, so... Okay. And then we can do Vader here. I think with Vader lead, there's no way that Zalbar can kill Vader, is there? Don't think so. Mercilessly do this. Get a kill over here. Hit him. And then just duke it out with Zalbar. I don't think we can kill him, but I'll give it a try. Okay, 59 banners. Good enough. And then we've got a Relic 7 Fulcrum. Alright, so we've got Jedi Knight Luke. Not Jedi Knight. We've got CLS still. We've got Troopers still. So let's Trooper this. Piet or Gideon? Let's do Piet. Kit. Dark side mechanics. Anything with fewer than 4 debuffs, they gain potency. I don't know. That's not even that good. Crit damage. Protection. Crit chance. Protection. I don't know. It's all kind of mediocre at this point. Let's go. Saw is bad if you use the suggested team. Man, when I looked at that team, I was just laughing because, like, Saw captured Bodhi and Chirrut and, like, put them in jail. And there was no point where he was nice to them. Right? Like, he was going to feed him to Borgullet, then the attack happened, and then Saw just like martyred himself or whatever, and so there was no point where Chirrut, Baze, or anybody actually liked Saw. Biggs and Wedge, they sided with the rebels that were not Saw, right? So like the whole suggested team, all of them were characters that wouldn't want to be with Saw. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but it's like, build his team out of these people who probably don't like him very much. Okay, and then this team, I can't see any reason why we can't just nest them right in the face. Right? No stuns on any of these guys, area effect damage, nothing to stop my attacks back. This is for free with Nest, right? They're definitely coming out with tunes for him. Yeah. Yeah. So you think they're coming out with tunes that'll help Saw specifically? I don't know. There's enough rebels in this game already, guys. There are so many rebels. You look at your rebel tag and it's just like the whole roster. You guys ever get sick of rebels? You ever think, like I do, that there's just enough of them? I wonder if they're going to make, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Disney now has like a young Jedi thing made for kids. I wonder if we'll start getting like the Jedi kids in here. They probably can't do it, right? Because the Jedi kids will have to go up against Jabba the Hutt and get like rolled. Watching kids get killed in a game is probably not fun, so I don't know if we'll get any new characters out of it, but I saw it and I was amused, and I just thought for a second, yeah, I wonder if that's coming to the game. All right. This should have enough damage to kill Fulcrum unless there's something that I'm missing. Can Django with a bunch of Geos beat the Padme event? Geos with a bunch of Geos can beat the Padme event. Why wouldn't you just use your Geos? Just use your Geos, kill Padme, no problem. If anybody doesn't know how to do that, I have a holocron specifically on how to do that event with Geos. If your Geos are good enough for Watt, they can get a 7-star Padme, no problem. No problem at all. Look for that holocron on my channel. Search under the name. What's the name of that event? It's like what's the name of Padme's event? Let's go to the journey guide here and look. This is driving me crazy. I can't remember it. Solo journeys. Where's the Padme? Okay. There she is. Yikes. Aggressive negotiations. There you go. So if you go onto the, and you just look up Loquitur aggressive negotiations, that video will pop up and it'll show you how to do it with your Geos. Okay, we do have Executor. We've got the Empire fleet, so that probably decides it all for us, right? So we'll do Profundity here, Malevolence here, negotiate the bottom. Profundity, select rebels, and only pick rebel ships. Wait, what? What are you doing out there? Getting reinforcements, bruh. Don't really need Plo or anything here, so we're going to just take this. And pray for luck. Pray for good luck on these first 2 shots. Kids just getting eaten by the Rancor. Yeah. Cute Star Wars kid and the Rancor comes out. Nom nom. I mean, I'd hate for my kid to get eaten by a Rancor. I love my daughter. I don't want her to get eaten by any Rancors. So I'm not saying I advocate letting Rancors eat children, but it is a pretty funny mental image. Okay, let's get in there. I think that's also why they probably won't ever do a Grogu. Although, with Grogu, a spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched Mandalorian, stop listening for a second. But, they came out with that revised IG-11. We got to get the taunt off of here. They came out with the revised IG-11 with Baby Yoda in it. Man, I'd love to play that character in the game. What would that character even be? A Mandalorian droid, like Jedi. I don't know. Probably not a Jedi though, right? Probably just Mandalorian droid. But man, that'd be a fun character to have in the game. It would have to have a no button though. It would literally have to go no, 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 no when you play it. That would be so awesome. Grogu IG-11 suit would be great. Brady said it too. The moves have to be no, 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 and yes, 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 yes. Should we let him drive it? No. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, man. That was well done. That was well done in the show. It was a bit of comic relief. It was not too cheesy, but fun, It was fun. He didn't last long, though. Not too many episodes lasted. Mook says he can go on the Afra team. Oh, Mandalorian droid scoundrel and Ufu, says David Dutrow. Yeah, put the Ufu tag in there. Unaligned Force user. Lis Ufu. Brady says when that tune comes out, CG can take my $300. Oh, man. I might be inspired to spend on that, too. I don't know. I've been playing these accounts pretty much free to play, but yeah, it'd be tempting, wouldn't it? That would be a character, especially if it was good. That'd be fun to have that character and have it be good. Lots of people hanging out here today have not hit that like button. If you're hanging out watching and you enjoy this even a little bit, please hit that like button. Helps me, helps these videos go up on the algorithm. We all know that by now. YouTubers beg shamelessly for likes, but there's a reason for it. In my case, it's not because I monetize the videos and want to make money. It's more just because, especially for new players, the higher these videos go up on the ranking, the more likely new players are to find our channel and join our team of efficient account builders. We want new people to be able to have that fun because there's plenty of old accounts that are inefficiently built for us to beat up already. We don't need more of those. We need more people who want to play the game, catch up, be part of a good guild. All right. Pew, pew, pew. Bringing in stuff. I don't know. We don't need all this. One reinforcement? This stuff isn't even relic, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this ship hits super hard when it's relicked. Okay, never mind. I'm going to bring in everybody. I don't know if we'll need it, but we'll lose a couple banners maybe. Yeah, we'll take two. Split the difference. I want the pirate ship with the leafy boy captain. Captain Seaweed. Yeah. He's a pretty interesting character, huh? Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. Just one hit. One hit from that X-Wing is just insanity. All right, tank down. Oop, 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 oop. We're about to lose our Anakin. No, Anakin, no. He gone. Okay, we got to bring something in that's going to deal with this Poe Dameron. Let's see if Ahsoka can hit hard enough to make it worth it. And we'll finish him off. All right, you just stay in stealth, Anakin. You don't peek your head out for nobody, okay? Just chill. Like the coward you are. Maybe there's some sand in space, guys. That's probably what's going on here. Now that I think about it. Probably some space sand that he's all worried about. Gotta hide from the space sand. All right, let's get in there. Come on. Get her done. Can I get a banner back on my tank, I wonder? We can get a banner back here. Banner recovery. Go. Banner recovery. Go. Oh, come on now. Take him out, Anakin. Anakin Sandwalker. All right, 73 banners. Seems okay. That's it then, huh? Full clear? Have we cleared the clear? 2064. It's okay. It is okay. He can probably still beat us on banners because I had to beat some good teams and he has to beat nothing but trash. So if he's efficient, he'll win. But okay. We got the full clear in. We got our chances. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting enough teams now, I think, with like 2 or 3 more good offensive teams. Then I'll start filling in a bunch of defensive teams again. We'll go back to a split strategy, see if that works better for me. Once I can have a little more confidence to beat a few good teams. All right. Tasty beverage deleted. Gone. No more tasty beverage for Loquitur. All right, let's go look at the Abticio account, see if there's anything in here. And doesn't look like anybody's wanting account reviews tonight, so we'll just go right into the Grand Arena. How often do you think people should be farming Galactic Legends? I took a long break between my second and third and feel like taking another long break before I worry about my fourth. I also took a long break between my second and third on Loquitur, and I don't think it was the best choice. Especially since my first one was C and my second one was JMK. I could have very easily stuck in a Ray or an SLKR after. I think building the Executor after JMK was good. But then I feel like I should have went back for another easy GL, like SLKR or Ray, and gotten a third GL into the account. I don't feel like the profundity, you guys have heard me say this before, but I don't feel like getting the profundity on top of the Executor has been everything that I thought it would be. It's not a regret, it's just I feel like I probably could have grabbed another GL in there and been working toward Jabba, and then just picked up the second big fleet later. I think right now with the way the game works, if you were starting a new account and things don't change too much, I mean, it's a long timeline, but you would build into your first big capital ship like Executor, then you would build a couple GLs, and then since the new fleet is going to be the Sith fleet, assuming that it's better than what we've got with Executor or Profundity, at some point after a GL or two, then you're going to have to build into that Sith fleet. So there wouldn't be any reason to build both the Profundity and the Executor. And at this point, if I hadn't built the Profundity, then I could just build into that Sith fleet instead. So I don't know. I don't think I don't think building everything other than GLs is the answer either. So let's say you've got 2 GLs, you built a third finally, and what is it that you would build? Tuscans, Afra, Inquisitors? Like I can see building the Inquisitors. If your guild really wants to go for crate raid and you just focus on crate raid teams, I could see that. You know, whatever that objective is. But, you know, if you're building teams that make sense, that's great. But if you just, like, go back and start building Night Sisters and random stuff, then I think I'd rather see you go for another GL. So that's the answer. I like working on GLs above most other types of journeys. But that's just because once you get a GL, you know that you can either beat another GL with it or put it on defense and demand a GL from your opponent in GAC. So I like GLs. And because they've got lifters on most of these characters and teams now, even if you have to build you know, like a journey that doesn't have a whole lot of synergy, like the Jedi Master Luke journey, for example, doesn't have as much synergy as you might want out of the characters and the rest. But then, you know, build them on Mothma, build some other stuff, and some Omicron characters. Sana Staros, you know, salvages a bunch of those characters into a good team. So the Galactic Legend journeys themselves now provide several teams. So I think it's good. Androzani Major coming in with a super chat. Okay, delay of game. We'll have to wait on that Grand Arena. Have to look at an account. Should I go for cheaper GL like SLKR or Ray? Going to focus on Inquisitors for my guild. I'm close to unlocking Ben Solo. All right. Well, first of all, thank you very much for the super chat. That's awesome. Love you guys. Appreciate it when you help me out like that. Is that you? Biggest Daiku S69. Let's make sure we got this right. 966-496-975. Yep, that looks right. All right. So you've got Luke, Sith Eternal, and Kenobi. You said you're going to farm Inquisitors. So you're working on the Inquisitors. I guess my question would be, why not Jabba? If you're not planning to do Jabba, then why not Jabba? The Jedi Knight Luke part of it is the hardest part. You already have the Jedi Knight Luke done because of Jedi Master Luke. So that part's out of the way, right? That's already done. You've got bounty hunters. So things like Fennec Shand and Greedo and all that stuff will find a home with your bounty hunters somewhere. So, yeah, I would ask, why not Jabba? Yeah, I don't think you should go back for a cheaper GL. I think push your way forward, go for Jabba. You've got 3 GLs already, right? So, yep, forward. That's my thought. You've got the Executor. Yeah, see, this is almost exactly what I was talking about, right? Like, you didn't go back for profundity. You got the Executor. You're working on GLs, and I'm perfectly content saying, yeah, Jabba and the new Sith fleet. You know, that'll get you your 4th GL and then your 2nd big fleet, and you're in really good shape then. And the Inquisitors. I mean, obviously, if you want to build those Inquisitors for your guild, then do so. No problems. Lord Vader is actually who I'm closest to, though. That's I'm torn. You think going for profundity is going back? Or just for this account? No, when I said, well, what I meant was if you go back for one of the earlier GLs, or you go forward for the GL that's after the GLs that you've got now. So that was only meant to be in reference to Jabba versus SLKR and Rey. Ray and SLKR are kind of going back for the GLs. Jabba would be going forward with the current content in the game. I didn't mean to imply that that was for profundity. If that's what you took away from that, it's not what I meant. Yep. But the account doesn't need profundity, right? So you build another GL and you go forward. You go toward Malgus. I thought I saw the Malgus in here somewhere. Yeah. You build the Malgus, you build that new fleet. But that to me is the best route. Inquisitors, Jabba, new fleet, and then Lord Vader if you want him. Or if for some reason you just want Lord Vader, he's not bad, but he's not going to help you in the crate raid. See, again, I think a lot of guilds are not even going to go for the crate raid. They're just going to settle for the Sith rewards and just ignore the crate raid. Like when everybody gets a Jabba team, then we'll go back and look at the crate raid. Should we get Jabba as a first GL instead of Rey or Kylo with the new raid setup? No. I'm going for Jabba first on my Aptisio account, and I do not recommend it. It can be done, but it takes too long. You know, I could have already had one of the other GLs in my account by now. Because the Jedi Knight Luke journey is so much. It's 7 relics. It's really a lot. And, I mean, it's half a GL just to get one of the requirements for Jabba. And even just to get that, you know, you've got Ewoks for C-3PO and bounty hunters and all kinds of stuff to get Chewbacca. So for a new account, if it's your first GL, I don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. SLKR or Rey, I still think, are the best first GLs. Sith Eternal has a really good journey. So for a new account, I like his journey. I just don't like C right now. C needs help. He's got a hand in the air. He needs help. He needs assistance. He needs aid. Somebody needs to help him. Okay. What do we got here? 368 on Cat. All right, I'm going to open that up again. Make sure I'm not seeing things. 368. Have I looked at your account before? I feel like I've seen this cat before and been blown away before. 25, 25, 27. My goodness. All right. Let's see. Only 334 on Gideon. It's a precipitous drop. But still, that's a racing cat right there. Put that cat on a racetrack. 329 on Darth Revan. Oof. It's a good mods, bro. 314 on Jedi Knight Revan. Man, I don't even have to give you the Farm the Mod lecture. You're already on it. Tusken Chefton? How's he that fast? 267. Huh. On a gear nothing. Pretty impressive. That's good stuff though, man. I like it. The problem with the raid is only the top 63 guilds are breaking even on the rewards. I'm hesitant to farm anything for it when the rewards aren't worth it. But take it long term, right? How many... If we go back in history, the moment that the Sea Pit was introduced, how many guilds finished Sea Pit in the first couple weeks? Do you remember? I don't know if you guys remember it, but I remember my guild going in against Sea Pit, and it was like smacking into a brick wall. We didn't even get through the first phase. We got like, I don't know, 60% of the first phase, maybe. And then months later, we were still struggling in phase 2. Oh, we got to phase 3. Good stuff, good stuff. And then, like, I don't know, 5-6 months after the raid came out, we finally completed our first sea pit. That's my recollection of it. But it took a while. I mean, it took a while for everybody just took a minute to get the right teams to Relic 5, to take characters who weren't Relic 5 up to Relic 5, and get them in there and make a contribution. That was when Kenobi was first in the game, and Phase 4, Kenobi was a big deal. So basically, until our guild got their Kenobis up and running, we had no chance at it. So it'll be the same thing. If a guild right now, a mid-game guild, said, okay, let's build for this, you're going to have to really lean into it. To get to the 130 contribution, you need to be able to make about 3.5 million contribution yourself. If you want the next box above that, you have to be able to make about a 5.47 million contribution yourself. And in order to make a 5.5 million contribution, you need a maxed out Jabba team and 2 other Relic teams. So if your guild says we're going for broke, we're going for max, we need everybody to build Jabba and 2 other, build a Jabba team, a Mando team, and a Relic Old Republic team, something like that. Go, get it, guys, and everybody does it. Then you'll be, man, losing my voice. Then you'll be that much further ahead, and you won't be able to get into a situation like that if you don't go for Jabba. If you've got no Jabba and you're like, hey, it's 6 months later and everybody's doing the crate raid, just like everybody's doing the sea pit. Hey, I want to get in on that sea pit. Well, do you have a sea pit team? Well, no. Well, the heck with you. Get out of here, kid. If you want to be in a sea pit guild, you need a sea pit team, right? And it's going to be the same thing. You want to be in a crate guild, you have to build a crate team. And having Jabba gets you in that ballpark. And if you wait 8 months before you build Jabba, all these guilds will start converting over to the crate raid, and you'll be left behind. It's not meant to be a admonition or a judgment. It's just saying if you look long-term into the game, if you start building Jabba now, you're still not getting him for 6 months. And by then, there'll be a lot of guilds that will be wanting to do the crate raid. That's my prediction. Some guilds are going to go for it. Some guilds are not. They'll just be satisfied with the Sith raid forever. And then you're on your own. You can build whatever you want. But as more people get Jabba, more guilds will go for the high contribution. The other problem is they said they will do raids faster. So now I could go farm Jabba, then bam. We need First Order or Resistance now for an even newer raid. So that's the issue with the whole game, right? And anybody who thinks that that's not going to happen is fooling themselves. Like right now, everything in Conquest is Tuscans, right? You need Tuscans for everything. But by the time you could farm up in Relic Tuscans, it will be something else, okay? For a free-to-play player who's constantly catching up, you're never on the wave of change. You're behind it. You're trailing behind it. So I don't think the crate raid's going to go away. They may do another new raid to sell their new content. So if they do one new raid every 9 months, let's give them 9 months, right? Then you have a choice. You can either try to get in and participate in those raids, or you can say, I ain't going to do it, not interested, not going to do Jabba, I'm not even going to try. And I think a lot of people will do that. I think probably 90% of the people playing this game will go, I don't care. We're not doing crate raid. I ain't building any of that garbage. I'm not building Jabba, whatever, right? I'm going to build one good team on both my accounts so that I'm not poorly positioned. And then if we do decide to do the crate raid, eventually I'll have Jabba and I'll have, another good team besides Jabba on each one of my accounts. I'll have 2 teams. So anytime we go for the crate raid, I'll get a big contribution and I'll be ready. That's my choice. And it's not about the crate raid, it's the path that I was on anyway. All right, so my opponent here for Obtisio, 1.8 million in ships, 2.9, basically 3 million in characters. Galactic War Battles 1, 12.9, so 2.5-year-old account. 3-year-old account, basically 3 years old. And a little light on ships compared to characters in terms of GP, so we already knew what we were going to see, right? So a negotiator, no malevolence. Wow. Super weak on fleets. No executor, no profundity, not even a malevolence. We got a huge ship advantage. 2 GLs in the account, though. Jedi Master Luke, Sith Eternal. General Skywalker. Revan's in the house. Did I miss the Malik? Where to Malik? Malik. No Malik. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. If you're going to build... I guess... Ah. Okay, no Revans. Just... Only one Revan. I approve. I like it. Man after my own heart, or a person after my own heart, I should say. Yeah, Darth Revan will be more relevant now, but it's hard to build early game when there's so much stuff in the game that contributes to fleets and other journeys, and Darth Revan just kind of didn't contribute. It's a good character, it's a good team. It's just hard to fit in with everything else that you need. Interesting. Okay. So, there we go. The opponent's not that much bigger than us, but he's got a ton of characters. And we've got a ton of ships. Alright, he put that Sith Eternal on defense for me. Oh, you know what we're going to do. You know what we're going to do, right? We got the Big Wampa. The Big Wampa going to try to eat that Sith Eternal. I have to figure out something else to do with this Grievous, but we got tools. We got toys and tools and things that we can do against Grievous. So we're gonna Wampa. I'm so excited. I want this to work so badly. Okay. Best Datacron is going to be something with health, armor. That's good right there. Health, armor, tenacity. That's probably the best one we've got. Okay, grants a buff to another character. That's not going to help us. Resistance, armor, tenacity, light side mechanics. That's the best one, right? Armor, health, and tenacity. Wampa gonna eat good today? Wampa can't kill C with Savage, right? That depends on things. It depends on how good their Savage is and how good your Wampa is. I don't think you can kill Savage unless you have a Relic 8 Wampa. Because by the time you ramp up enough to kill Savage, it'll be too late to also kill the Emperor. So I think if you want to try this matchup against anything with Savage, you have to have a massive Wampa. All right, let's get in here and get this party started. I feel like this is an overkill party, guys. Taking on a Galactic Legend with a Wampa feels like overkill to me. Like, I don't even need this Wampa. My Wampa's too good for this. Too good. Look at how hard he hits. Look at that. He hadn't even ramped once. And he's swatting these guys for most of their... Bam! Look at 71,000. Oh my god. It's a new thing. Mod your Wampa for offense, boys. Okay. Keep ramping. We got 8 damage over times on him. And we'll be able to kill him quite soon. But the end game here is to not time out. So I think ramping is more important than targeting Sidious. All right. More ramp. Hit. Oh, look at that. Protection gone. I one-shotted your protection, bruh. Okay. He gets to attack me 7 times in a row. Now we should get a counterattack. Nope. Thought we were getting a counterattack. Okay. I don't want to put it on auto because Wampa makes mistakes. He like doesn't do the right skills if you don't. Okay. Still ramping. Gotta do the Womp again, get protection up. Get my health back. Okay. He's actually doing more damage than... Come on. Die! So good. That is so good. Oh, man. I'm very pleased with myself. I'm very pleased with my Wampa. Smiles all around. That is one hard-hitting Wampa, boys. Hard-hitting Wampa. Okay, we probably... This is not a great team, but I don't want to waste something good against it. Maybe we could use Treya with crew. Do like Treya with crew, and I don't know, what else can we throw in here to make this interesting and make sure that crew doesn't die? We can use Watt. If he has Night Sisters on the back wall, I'll be sad for using Watt, but Watt guarantees that Kylo can just never die, right? So then we just kind of sit here behind the Kylo, let them kill themselves, and, you know, take them out with counterattacks or whatever. Where's Watt? Where Watt? There he is. So we'll do that. It's probably... See, the thing is that once she summons the little guy, he's going to remove taunt. So this works, but I don't want Treya to just get killed outright right away. So we're going to take in Watt. Then this taunt becomes semi-permanent. And we can go to town. We don't want to use the isolate. We want them to take turns. We want them to assist each other and kill themselves with the Treya lead. So that's part of the gimmick here. No isolate. Let's do that. And stun him. Okay. For some reason, Biggs is like keeping his health high. Okay, counterattacks coming in. Man, Biggs is like healing machine. What am I missing? What is it that's going on here that I don't understand? Alright, die. Not enough damage. Wow. Okay then. Okay. Apparently I underestimated the Mon Mothma team. Wow. They should be on like 1 hit point. Like literally 1 hit point. Let's do this. Does he not have enough damage to ever get a kill? It's crazy. There's a kill. She'll resurrect him right away, though. Yeah, this is crazy. They all have like just a little bit of health left. Somehow. She heals the lowest person. But they all can't be the lowest person all at the same time. I got a daze on me now. Dazed and confused. Dazed again. Alright. Stun him. There we go. Yikes! Yikes. I guess I gotta give my Kylo more damage or something. That was embarrassing. We got it though. We got it, boys. Alright, let's get through this team cheap and then see what's on the back wall. Maybe a Mon Mothma here. Mon Mothma against Bosk is not a good idea unless you have enough damage. Okay, we've got the Grievous team. We can 501st that among other things. Rebel team. So I don't have anything up front that's really super dangerous. Okay, what do we want to do here? We've got troopers, we've got Savage, we've got some kind of Jedi team. Maybe we use the Jedi Knight Luke team here. Maybe we use Radis. Yeah, I'll save Radis for the back wall. He's gonna kill just about anything. Vader, maybe? You have anything we can do with Vader? They lack the damages, so maybe we can just punish them with a Vader. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just put in Gideon Vader, drain their turn meter, kill them all up. Let's go. Dash Han Chewie. Dash Han Chewie is overkill. That's the problem. I don't want to use something on here that's so good. Right? Let's do that on Bosk. We should be able to kill both of these guys pretty easily. We'll call him to get the extra turn. Hit him again. Now we'll come over here, drain turn meter. Because we can. More damage over times. He's dead. He'll take another turn if he wants, but he won't make it out of that turn. Okay. Shoot me some Bosk. Alright, Force Crush. And then we'll call. Should be done. 58 banners. Vel says, hey DL. I didn't realize that Mon Mothma team was any good. I thought it was a throwaway team using JML. I've never faced one. Judd Singh, it's not that good. And you saw it. You put in Trail Lead and they just kill themselves with assists. But they somehow were getting like 20,000 hit points or something. Like I would hit them for 7,000 and it would only half kill them. So they had like 14,000 or something. I don't understand how they were getting back so much health when they looked like they were almost dead. So it was misleading. All right, so we've got Geos back here. We'll have to save something for Geos. We've got Ewoks back here. Probably Savage the Ewoks, if nothing else. Savage kill Grievous. Savage can kill Grievous, right? We could just do this. Does that work? I think that works. Let's see what we got here that could help. Health, potency, tenacity. Sure, we'll equip that. DL Biggs is the one taking all the turns, and he's not attacking out of turn. Oh. Biggs is the one attacking, and he's not attacking out of turn. But then Wedge is attacking out of turn because Wedge is assisting him. And I was hitting Wedge. Right? I started out on Biggs, but then I switched to Wedge. So, okay, I see what you're saying, though. Then Biggs is not the weakest because Biggs is not attacking out of turn. So Biggs, I got it. So Biggs is not attacking out of turn, so he's not the lowest. And therefore, Wedge is always the lowest, and he always gets the heal. Maybe I should have killed the little guy in the back. The extra. Okay, we're not getting through B2 until we kill B1, so... too much healing. We'll just auto basic until that part's done. Nothing to see here. Can't get an execute on him anyway because he doesn't have a life bar. But it does mean that Grievous is getting a lot of instances of stealing health from these guys. I don't like that. Yeah, he's gotten like 6 turns now stealing health from these guys. That's not great. Not ideal. Okay, we'll find out soon how bad that is. Yeah, seems okay. Doing pretty good damage. Got him in the yellow. Got him in the dead. Nice. 58 banners. I've been tempted to gear Savage. Is he worth it? If you like Grand Arena. If you like Grand Arena, he is a worth. Absolutely. Absolutely worth it. If you like Grand Arena. There's a song like that. If you like Pina Colada, if you love Grand Arena, yeah, there's a song there, except I can't sing. So somebody else will have to sing that song for me. Getting caught out with low banners. Let's see. Rat-a-tat. Okay, Captain Han. Stormtrooper Han going down. See you later, buddy. I got purple. You see that purple? That purple is your demise. Yeah, let's put this over on Chewie. Let's get him. Get her. Luke hates his sister. Sibling rivalry. You saw it here. All right, and then this one we can take like so much stuff. There's so much stuff we could take here. Let's do Dash. Let's save Dash for the Geos. Let's do Jedi Knight Luke team instead. I don't think I have that on 3v3 though, so yikes. Okay, Jedis. Jedi. We'll take him and we'll take this one. Do we have buff removal? Take the Ahsoka. Yeah, take the Ahsoka. Excuse me, take the Ahsoka so that we can always make sure that Droideka doesn't get what he wants until we kill him. Although we probably just kill him straight out, right? Almost. Stuns. Pew! Alright, now get him. Droideka out. If we kill Newt, he just hides and does more stuff, so to heck with that. Let's kill Magna Guard. Yeah, let's do this. No Zeta on him yet. Oops. I thought I put the Zeta on that dude. You got no Zeta on you, bro. I was wanting me some foresight, and I did not get it. I got 0 foresight. No foresight for you. All right, 56 banners. Jedi Knight Luke dispels on a basic. Does he dispel before he hits? Man, struggling. My voice is like gone tonight. Going in and out. All right, let's do a trooper team here against these Geos. Link them up. Shoot. Knock them down. That should be the brute. Free turn meter. Kill the alpha. Free turn meter. Punch everybody because it's so satisfying. That's it. Pneumatic fist for the win. Dash. Dash one shot. Han Solo to ensure the one shot. Let's go. Probably don't even need Han Solo, but we're taking him. All right. Pew. And done. Could have been 59 banners. Probably. Okay, what can we do to kill this in one hit? Anakin Solo? Anakin Solo it is. Hua! What? Wait, what? What? How did they survive? Either they were chunkier than I thought, or there's something about him being alone that's not a full Galactic Republic team or something. All right, what's the maximum banners that I can get on this nonsense? Is there opportunity anywhere in here for a solo? One character kill. Radish? You know, Mon Mothma probably has a better chance of completing it at full banners. Right? Because we can do like Mon Mothma, Cassian. It's not great. I'm not going to get to my ult. I want full banners. I want full banners or underdog banners. What do I have? What about Radis solo? I don't think I get to my ult is the problem. So I think I lose banners because I just never get... I'll kill them before I get to my ult. Kill him with a basic. How sad is that? Come on, Greedo. Come on, Greedo. Go, man, go. All right, well, we could do this. 58 banners. All right. I guess that's the way to do it. They didn't do any damage to us, so in we go. All right, let's look at this ship situation. We've got, yeah, shouldn't be a problem. A rebel fleet under the Endurance and a Geo fleet with a tank under this. We'll go with the Separatists here. And we'll take in Plo and see if we can get strategic banner recovery. We'll call that SRB. SRB, Strategic Banner Recovery. Bring in our first reinforcement, try to get all of our banners back. Although we did see the other day in our battle that maybe if we're ever trying to do this for maximum banners, this Vulture droid might not be the right thing to start. So to maximize banners in the future, maybe we leave this Vulture droid off the team. It's too easy to kill, and once you kill, you lose 3 banners for it. Because it won't be alive, it won't be full health, it won't be full protection. So it's 3 banners lost for the price of 1. Just not what we want. Ew. Yeah, okay. 69 bros. Okay. I don't know why I got all the way out of there. But let's get in here and negotiate a victory on this one. A Galactic Republic. Hey, I got 69 banners. And nobody made a smart comment. That's amazing. That may be a first for chat. Maybe a first ever. Alright, we'll bring in this, but no others. Get banners where we can. My profundity on defense should stand with what he has for ships. I don't think he can beat my profundity. So I think if we get this full clear and leave profundity, I think we got the match. I think we got it. Alright, here we go. Anakin taking a beating. See if we can kill this tank in one go. Yeah. Nice. Anakin taking more beatings. Anakin being a whipping boy for everybody. Yeah, I don't know that we'll get any banners back, but whatever. Just shoot him. I think I misclicked and failed to taunt with my tank, but it's good because we'd have lost more banners if they took protection off the tank. So 1546 with a full clear. All right. All right, y'all. 2 GACs. Got a full clear on the Obtisio. Got a nice clear here on my opponent. 2064 was it? 2064, yep. Okay. So we got a full clear on both accounts. Good, pretty good banners on the Loquitur account, so he'll have to be fully efficient. He'll have to beat me, and I think if he drops a battle, he'll struggle to make the banners. So maybe he drops one against my Executor on defense. That's my hope. But, yeah, it could go either way depending on how efficient my opponent is. All right, just finished my modding for CLS. Nice. Let me show you guys my Luke here. Fun stuff. So I remodded the Luke team, and he went from being the slowest thing in the account. Dispel all buffs and deal physical damage. Yeah, so it applies that he does get rid of the buff on his basic before he hits. That's good to know. I don't think I realized that. So he can get the buff off of Droideka at the same time and then hurt him. So yeah, we sped him up. He's at 253 now. Check out this offense arrow. Huh? Look at that. 23 speed substat with an offense main stat. That's a pretty good looking arrow. And I think I've got another one like that. Yeah, here, 22 speed on the Dark Trooper. So this was 23 speed and has offense on it, so it's a little bit better. But yeah, I got two mega arrows. It's pretty good. I like that. Revan, we got him at 317, so he's pretty quick. We've got Hermit at 331. We've got Kenobi at 273 with 110% potency, so he can get the ability blocks on everybody. And then we got 283 on Bastila Shan, just in case she needs to go fast and pass turns and whatnot. So we got the whole team going reasonably fast. And this should be able to counter SLKR teams. I went and looked at my squad arena, and I thought to myself, well, if I could just drop down in ranking, then I could beat up some SLKRs, right? I could practice. But there's no SLKRs in the top 50. So I don't know how far I'm going to have to drop to see an SLKR. So I'm trying to convince one of these guys at the top to put an SLKR in there for me so I can mess around with it one of these days and get the team tuned and practice that. Alrighty, everybody. Appreciate you all. Thanks, everybody, for coming out to watch, hang out with me, discuss the new raids, all kinds of things. I like you. Love you. Glad you're hanging out. Remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe if you want to watch more stuff like this in the future. And, of course, as always, join us on the Discord. The link is in the description down below. Click over on the Discord. Come over there. Join us. We got a fantastic community. Lots of fun people over there hanging out, talking about Swgoh stuff. Other content creators hang out, answer questions for people on my Discord, too. It's pretty fantastic. So we've got a great community. If you want to come hang out with us, I'd love to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you